Hey everybody, it's Jared at Big Pine Sports. I'm here with Officer Watson. We are discussing the topics that you guys ask us all the time when you come into Big Pine and give us a call. On this segment, we're going to talk about camping and campfires. Let's get right into camping first. So one of the questions we get asked a lot as people come down to recreate, where can they camp and how long can they camp?
Well, obviously, in the Forest Service, we have the campgrounds, and that's a good place to start. In our campgrounds, we've got the tables, the fire rings, all the stuff that people like to use. If you're into camping and campgrounds, you can go on recreation.gov and reserve your campsite. You can actually get in there and do it, and that's probably the preferred method, because then when you come down, you know where you're going to be.
That's awesome.
We have camp hosts out there, and they take care of that kind of stuff. So you can camp in campgrounds, and that's the best way to do it. We also have sites that we don't set up for reservations, so we do have some first come, first serve, but I think really the best way is to try to get that reservation.
What about like in the parking lots or off the side of the road or just down some random trail?
So we have dispersed camping, a lot of dispersed camping on the Manti-La Salle National Forest, and you can disperse camp pretty much anywhere that you can get out of the way. As long as you're not blocking a parking lot, let's say. I mean, we do allow some camping in some of our parking lots. If it's posted no camping, then obviously you're not going to camp. And then we ask that you don't put your campfires in the middle of the asphalt. It causes some problems. It gets things hot and melts.
Common sense, you guys. I mean, don't put your fire in the parking lot.
But we do have a lot of different opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities on the Manti to disperse camp. You get away from other people. You find that established route, you go down that route, you find a clump of trees, you can camp in the clump of trees, use the existing fire rings if it's there, and that's really the way, tread lightly, think about your impact to the environment. We want people to come down, have a good time, and go home and take their stuff with them and not leave an impact. So the next time they come down or when other people come, it's in a good condition. That's really what we're shooting for, is for people to be able to use the land.
I mean, that makes sense, you guys. Pack it in, pack it out. You've heard that your whole life. There's nothing more frustrating than being out on a nice ride and seeing garbage everywhere.
Yeah.
Or fire rings not cleaned up. Or people burning pallets and nails everywhere. I mean, just be smart while you're out there. So while we're talking about camping, let's also talk about fires. We get called all throughout the year. Is it okay to have a campfire? Is there a way people can get that information? Is it open all the time? Tell us a little bit about fires.
So right now we're not in fire restrictions on the north zone of the Manti. The south zone is going into fire restrictions here pretty quick, and they'll go into stage 1. It'll be a regional thing. And what they'll do is we'll restrict it to just having campfires in Forest Service camp rings. And that'll be consistent down near the Moab Monticello area. Up here on the north zone, which is Farron, Price, Ephraim, Sanpete, that area, we're not going into restrictions right now. We're just not seeing the conditions that would warrant it. You can have a fire. The best place to find out if you can have a fire is Utah Fire Info. It's a website. Go on, check, and it'll pull up the state and it'll give you a breakdown of where there are restrictions. I know there's restrictions in the St. George area, and so you can check that out there and see what they are. And every time you go out camping, you really should just check. Pull up Utah Fire Info, take a look, and it's all spelled out there for you.
Be safe, you guys. Be smart. Have common sense. I mean, if you're out in the middle of a field and it's all dry, come on now. Let's think about it. But, that's great. So what was the website again, or how can they get fire info?
It's Utah Fire Info. Just go into your search engine and type Utah Fire Info. It'll pull it up. And the other thing we ask is that people put their fires out. And it's been an issue, even this year and some of our drier years. People, they think, oh, the flames aren't up, I'm taking off. Make sure it's out. Use whatever water's left. You don't want to take the water down the road back home anyway.
Right.
So put it on the fire, put the fire out, stir it up a little bit with your shovel, and we don't want to cause any fires right now. We just don't want to expose our firefighters to that kind of risk unnecessarily.
Exactly.
So please put them out.
We will have more information in the description below on where you can get this information. I appreciate you coming in, and we've got more segments coming. You guys stay tuned.